for today's episode, I wanted to look at something that's a little bit nuttier. So, a couple of years ago in Japan, Toho decided that, hey, you know what? This Godzilla, he's making us money. He's making us money again. He's earning his keep. And this is after the box office success of Shin Godzilla. So, they decided, hey, we need a Godzilla attraction. And no, this is not the CG ride that, you know, if you look at our channel that we've gotten to visit. No, this is something different. This is something more physical, if you will. On the island of Awaji, it's not far from Osaka, I believe, there is an attraction that's adjacent to a museum that you can zipline through Shin Godzilla's mouth and technically out his butt, if you will. I've yet to personally hit this attraction, but it's on the bucket list for my inevitable return to Japan. But our good friend of the show, Kazuki, has been there several times and has provided some fun videography, if you will. So I'm going to show you real quick. Yeah, come on, look how awesome that is. So much like everything, you got to make some money out of this, and more so than just charging per ride, you want a little keepsake to come back with you. And the good people at Bandai said, well, we can make a vinyl figure out of that. And so here we have the Bandai Awaji Island Godzilla Zipline vinyl figure. Arguably the craziest Bandai vinyl that company has ever made. And I'm going to show you why it's such a nutty figure. Now, in the last few years, you could criticize Bandai as not having a lot of articulation to their figures that they put out. I mean, they are vinyl figures. They are meant for kids. This, on the other hand, is nothing more than a big piece of vinyl. It's roughly about 8 inches long, and it's pretty much a full recreation of the spot that the Shin Godzilla Zipline sits on. And the fact that this thing even exists is bonkers to me. I mean, come on. You made an attraction. This would be as if somebody decided to make vinyl figures of the two dinosaurs from Pee-wee's Big Adventure that sit out in Palm Springs, California. That's just kind of nuts. But this is Godzilla we're talking about, and there's got to be something made for everything. So the figure itself is actually pretty cool. It's arguably one of the most detailed vinyl figures that they put out. This isn't a Bandai premium of any sort. This is mostly only available at the attraction. It does pop up from time to time at the Godzilla stores in Osaka and in Shinjuku and a couple of the other pop-ups that they do around the country. It is hefty. It's hefty. It's also, you know, pretty detailed. You can take a look here. The texture on the thing is actually very well done. Spikes, the paint, I mean, this actually got a lot better attention than most of the current Bandai vinyls ever get. I mean, come on, look at the crazy googly eyes. So, unfortunately, it's not true to form as well out of that, or zip in, zip out of that mouth, which, now looking at it, looks like something that, you know, I'm not going to go into because this is a family channel. But it is overall a very impressive figure. It does have a tag, much like all Bandai vinyls do. Okay, here. So there's a shot of the attraction at hand. There's the inside. And the special, hey look, you were there. This is proof that you were there. It's wild, it's nutty, it's crazy, but it kind of does represent the best of merchandising that Godzilla has to offer. It's kind of the reason why you're a fan. Other places, I got mine online when he popped up. He's still not cheap. I think if you buy him at the place, it's about $40 US. So the aftermarket, he goes between $60 to $100. But again, it's you're never going to see this like on the Godzilla store in America. It's just too weird, too niche, too odd, but also too cool. It's too bonkers, to say the least. But it does make a fantastic display piece and a conversation starter, if you will. If you're a completionist, this is definitely something you would probably want to get. He's still readily available. Like I said, it is available at the event, and people do tend to pick up a couple and flip them. But you know, if an attraction figure is not your thing, I don't blame you. But it's still very weird, and I kind of love it. So then that's what this show is all about. It's not just the mainstream stuff. Sometimes the weirder things bring the most joy in life. And, well, there's not much left to say, other than that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Remember, if you like what you see, we do have a show. It's called The Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. You can find us at thekaijukingdompodcast.com. And if you don't like downloading, our show, along with our sister show, Common Kaisers, is available on all of your favorite podcast streamers, including Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get finer podcasts. We're also on social media. You can find us on X at The Kaiju Kingdom, Instagram at The Kaiju Kingdom, and Facebook.com/The Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. And that will do it for this short, quickie episode of The Koffers. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.